Sarah had never believed in spirits. Raised in a small town, she had heard all the scary stories like the haunted house at the end of the street, the shadow figures in the woods, but they were just stories. That's why, when she found an old Victorian house listed for cheap, she didn't think twice about moving in. The first night was quiet to quiet. No creaky floors, no distant howling wind, just silence. That should have comforted her, but instead, it felt wrong. Then came the whispers. At first, she thought it was just the wind sneaking through the cracks in the walls, but the words were clear, deliberate. "Sarah, come downstairs." Her heart pounded. She tried to ignore it, reasoning with herself. Lack of sleep, stress, the power of suggestion. But the whispers didn't stop. They became more insistent, more desperate. "Sarah, I need you." One night, she woke up to a shadow at the foot of her bed. It stood still, taller than any person should be, its form shifting like black smoke. She wanted to scream, but no sound came out. Then it whispered, right against her ear, "He let me in." Sarah bolted upright. The figure was gone, but the whisper lingered in her mind. She didn't know who he was, and she didn't want to find out. She tried to leave the house the next morning, but the front door wouldn't budge. Neither would the windows. Her phone had no signal. It was as if the house itself had sealed her inside. That night, the whispers grew louder, turning into shrieks. They clawed at her mind, filling her head with visions, faces twisted in agony, blackened hands reaching for her. Then, she saw him. A tall, emaciated figure stood in the doorway of her bedroom. Its face was stretched into a grotesque grin, teeth too sharp, eyes too hollow. "He let me in. Now it's your turn." The next morning, Sarah was gone. The house sat silent once more, waiting for its next guest. And somewhere in the darkness, the whispering men smiled. If you liked this video, share it with your friends or hit that like button and subscribe for more.